Buenos dias. It is about 6:45 in the morning, and we are just leaving Villacazar, which was the most unexpected jewel of a stop. I think this might honestly have been the greatest day on my entire Camino. We happened to come into town while they had this concert planned at an old church that used to be a Knights Templar church, and they had this beautiful opera singer and this Spanish guitarist, and we just it made me weep. It was so beautiful, and they played in the church. And then afterwards, I guess he's their promoter. It's a guy who's from Milwaukee. He lives out here now. He told us about this restaurant in town. He says it's the best restaurant in all of Spain. It's on some kind of historic registry. We didn't even know it was a restaurant. And we went there, and I had the best lamb I've ever had in my entire life. LaDonna and I we had that sort of like crazy, awesome food experience. Fortunately, everyone else didn't like the lamb. They weren't into it. So we were just, this was just such a cool, divine, beautiful day yesterday. And we're trying to get an early start because we have roughly 30K we're going to try to accomplish today, which is another big, long day. It's going to be hot. There was some talk that it might even rain, which actually might not be such a bad idea because we're all pretty parched and sunburned. I'm developing some new blisters, part of the breaking in process of these shoes, I guess. So I'm hoping that they don't really swell up too bad today during the hike. And I think there's this stuff called peed. I don't know what's called peed moss or moss peed. There's this little patch you put on your skin, and it actually sort of becomes your skin. I would highly recommend to anybody who's about to go to walk a very, very long distance that would get some of this stuff. It's actually pretty impressive. I'm trying to think what else to share from yesterday, because yesterday was just really cool. When we went to this restaurant, the same singers, the singer, it was a husband and wife combination. They ended up coming to that restaurant too, and the guy busted out his guitar and he played for everybody. And then they ordered some kind of drink that was on fire. The entire, it was like a moonshine with fruit in it, sort of like a sangria with all kinds of moonshine in it. And it just lit up on fire. I've got lots of pictures of this. I should have something to show. But wow, what an experience. What a fantastic day. What a fantastic town. I don't know if yesterday can be topped. I really don't. I mean, it was so beautiful. It was so cool. So the sunrise is really gorgeous behind me. I mean, you can see that. Typically on the Camino, the sun is always coming up behind your back. You're always walking west. So every day people are trying to beat the sun by getting out early. And again, another scarf. Greatest freaking little accessory ever. Get a scarf. Trust me, you will thank me. They really have a lot of purposes. So, with that said, I will say buen camino. And if something comes up cool later. Oh, today, of all days, here I am. It was yesterday, actually. I don't know, 14, 15 days into this thing, I finally opened my journal. I brought this book, a journal, and I have sort of some criteria. There has to be some kind of spiritual growth for me to put something in there. And I've had 15 days where I just look at that journal, I got nothing to write. I mean, I got a lot of interesting tidbits and stuff to say, but nothing really profound. But today, it was profound. Yesterday was Father's Day, and so it was like, in a way, it was like celebrating God the Father's Day. It was pretty cool. So I'll leave you with this final parting sunrise set over Villacazar as we head east. I don't know the name of the next town, but I'll bring it up when we get there.